Hello, it's WumboJeff and welcome back to Farm Factory Simulator. Now I'm trying a video today and things look drastically different from last time. So the other saves is still here. It's still in save slot number 1. But over here we're in save slot number 5. I boxed everything up and I've been kind of messing around a little bit. And I even had a request to kind of walk through some things I do because sometimes things change between videos. I know this isn't exactly a fresh layout, but I can talk about how I have things set up. I have all farms here. I have 3 sheep, 3 chicken, and then 3 cows. Well, moose, box, ba, right over there. But nothing's right there. Yeah, I got to put them in. But that's how I have it. So 3 of each for the dairy, for the eggs, and then for the wool, for the sheep, for like the cloth and the yarn and stuff like that. But then this would happen. You only need the yellow boxes to be touching at least one of the farms. So as you can see right here, this would cover these 3 farms and be grabbing eggs and stuff like that. But then if we go down here, it'd be the same thing in the middle of the 3, and it would be doing that. So that's how I got the farms set up currently. Now for nutrients, I'm thinking about putting the nutrients in the back, and this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be setting up these farms just to get these up and running, the livestock farms. But I figured in the back of here we would want the nutrients to be touching all 3. So for like the compost, I would put them like in the middle, and then they would cover 3, so we would need 3 nutrients. And I might do a separate thing for livestock waste. And if I did that, it would come back here, I think. I don't know. I'm still working it out in my head, but that's the plan. I started messing around with these farms as well, because you only need the yellow box to be touching at least 1 square. So this farm would be covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of those farms. And the same thing with this. But if I wanted, I could go ahead and... Do I have any on me? I do. I could put more farms in here. Let's just go like that, and then it would be covering even more, and then I could just go ahead and put like the nutrients right here for like a nutrient line. But I'm not working on these plant farms as of right now. We're going to be working on the cows and sheep and the chickens as I get them up and running. The chickens, they're not all the same because I was working through Tina's things, but let's go ahead and do it, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do it. So I was looking and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do livestock waste. So you know what, this farm is actually going to be corn. We're gonna do corn right here, then we're gonna do a couple mixers right here, have it go back here, and then that's where all the nutrients are gonna get stored for that. I promise. This is about to make sense. I swear it is. So corn right here, then we'll go ahead and get we want some straight conveyor belts. We're gonna mix these 2, so go like that. This whole thing's gonna be corn, this whole farm, just for now, until something else like strikes me that I want to do differently. But we're gonna do it like that. I'm gonna need to order some mixers, and everything is quiet right now. I'm even gonna be redoing this area, but we do have things inside the storage for when I want to sell it, at least some things, so it's not too horrible. Let's go ahead and order some mixers. We're going to order some of those machines. Let's go over here, utility, mergers, add purchase, and then we're going to go over to processing. We're going to order a few mixing machines like so, and go pick you guys up. I'm going to drop all my farms, and I did save the conveyor belts. That's what all of this is right here. At least most of them that I tore up when I was tearing everything down. But we're gonna just store these farms right here for now, just to get them out of the way, get them off of my inventory. We'll put the picker machines there as well. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and pick you guys up. Very nice. Just a couple for now. Try not to waste any time here. We'll merge you 2 guys. And again, this is all gonna be for corn. It might be a little bit overkill, but that's okay, I think. Unless I only did 1 for corn. No, we'll do 2 for corn for now. Yeah, for now we'll just do 2. Yeah, why not? These can easily be changed up in the future, hopefully. At least I think they will. So put the mixer right here, and that's good. 1, 2, and then maybe a third one. I did buy 4. Well, maybe we can do 4. So like that. Or I could have them go like this. This might be better, actually. We'll do it this way. Maybe. Like that. Oh, yeah. And then it's the length of the farm, so it's not too bad. Yeah. Why not? Or I kind of want to do 3. We're doing 3. Call it an audible. Just sell you. Just because it's the length of this, so might as well. All right. And the reason why I boxed all the conveyor belts up and try to save as much as possible is because a lot of them are already upgraded to like level 4. We can go to level 5, so that's going to be coming in the future. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get these hooked up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go... Ooh. Actually, that doesn't work how I wanted it to. Wait. No, we're gonna go the other way, actually. The way I was doing it before, because I want them to curve out of the failed and go inside the other machine like so. I'm trying to do this without as big of a mess as possible. I'm trying to get better at it, but I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys, well, I appreciate all the support on the videos and streams that have been coming through. So here we go. We're gonna go like this and get some straight conveyor belts, and then we're gonna be curving from the out or failed into this, because that means it's full and we want it to keep on working. I know some of these are going to be needing to be moved and stuff like that. There we go. And then just a couple more like so. There we go. And I'm kind of mixing these up, honestly, because I'm trying to see, like, do I want to do the streams more? Do I want to do the videos more? I know the videos do fairly well, but I have no idea. I'm just having fun with it. And again, thank you guys for the support on the recent content. I'm trying to stay consistent as much as possible. As always, you can join the Discord as well. It's linked in the description down below. And it's quiet in there now, but I'm trying to grow it up a little bit. And then there we go. And then these will go all the way back here. So these will be doing the corn nutrients like so. And there we go. And I'm actually going to save this on slot number 2. There we go. I'm going to have to try, I'm doing that on the video just so I definitely remember. So these belts are going to come back here and go down here for the nutrients. Okay, so I made another change. I brought the conveyor belts back here, but I decided what I'm going to do is I'm only going to do corn on these 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 machines. These ones will be for something completely different, because I think I won't need that much to cover 3 nutrients for just these animals alone. So trying to save as much room as possible. Whatever. And then once they go around to the nutrients, they're going to come back around here through like a raised conveyor belt, like an elevator, and merge back in here for like a little tiny loop. So that is the plan right now, before we get these up and running for like production again. But I got to go ahead and order some nutrient things. I don't know which ones I want to get, but I'm gonna look at them anyways and try to figure it out. So utility store nutrient, would this work? Oh, they're not gonna be right there. Let's see, these nutrients right here. Now if I put them like this and the out goes that way, it'll be facing that way. I think I'm gonna want mirrored though. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with mirrored. I know I gotta look at it to see it. I'm so sorry. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I gotta visually see it in order to know what I'm doing. But there we go. I'm gonna get these, and then these will be like this, right? And then the, yeah, I think I'm gonna want that. So I just need one more. There we go. Very nice. It looks a little messy, but I promise this is actually probably one of the better layouts I've been working on. Maybe, I mean, the only true way to finally tell if it's a good layout is to get it in production. So I guess I don't know as of right now. We're gonna put these right here, and then they'll go like that. And it's going to be a little bit of a tight fit back here, but that's okay. And then we go and check that. That covers that. Obviously this will, and then this will as well, because it covers the final square. So all of these will be able to grab nutrients from this thing right here. I will set them up after. Well, I'll set them up. You're not going to see me set them all of them up, but we're going to limit it to 24. We're just going to do 24 in each container. I'm really hoping in the future we get like an added so we can limit this, because this goes up to 50. I don't want these machines always to grab 50, but you know, it's in my wish list of things. So then we would go to the chickens, which are right here, and I would need to put one right there. There we go. And then I would need to go put one right here to the sheep, and we're just going to put it in where the livestock waste is on each one, just so I don't get confused. As you see, it's covering, and it is covering. There we go. So I'm going to get this one set up real quick. And I'm doing everything step by step, just if anybody cares and wants to see it step by step, but also just to help me out instead of trying to do a bunch of things at once. Definitely a lot easier doing it this way. And what do you know? I changed things once again. Now the nutrients are in front. I moved the picker machines up a whole block. As you can see, they still cover obviously the 3 farms. And I moved the nutrient machines back here. Now behind the livestock farms, I put a picker machine in the middle of each one, like up there. Except this one is only going to take out the livestock waste. Now I know some people, a lot of people, actually, quite a few people actually, have mentioned that they would just have their eggs and or their produce or whatever go with the waste and just get filtered out in the machine and do it like that. I'm going to have it separate like this and just see how it works, because livestock waste will come down here and then it will eventually meet up with the plant waste and do a line of compost machines over here for the nutrients for the farm plant machines. At least that is the plan. So I'm going to go ahead and order a couple farm machines. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might put in a suggestion. I feel like we need mirrored versions of more of these like processing machines as well, just to make things easier, especially with the failed outputs. Like you saw when I had to switch around my machines a few minutes ago because I needed the failed outputs to be a certain way. It's going to be the same thing with the compost. There it is. 1, 2. We're just going to do, we'll do 4. We might not do 4, but we'll try it. Let's do 4. There we go. I accidentally went to the next day because I was using a macro to box up a bunch of the conveyor belts as I was redoing things. But here we go and get this composter together. And this is just temporary for now, as I like kind of decide, like, as you see, here is the way the failed output is working. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to have it line up with those farms, and we're going to, it's not going to be too pretty right here, but there you go. We got 4 composting machines. We can go like with the conveyor belts. I already got some, obviously. Let's go ahead and we would need this block clear, so we would need to come all the way to the end here and like that, and we're going to bring them to the very end. And then of course it would be easier with a mirrored version of these. Also, I want to say in the future, I feel like everything can, with this layout, everything could technically fit on the farm, not the livestock, but if they add a farm expansion, which I'm really hoping for in the future, I keep mentioning it to the end of this building, you'll be able to grow everything in your farm and it will be so beautiful, and I'm really hoping for that. But for now, we're only going to deal with these 9 livestock. I think with this layout though, we're going to be able to get all the farm plants in, but we're not doing the farm plants today. We're just getting the livestock together because it sells for quite a bit, and we want the cheese, we want the whatever the other thing the cows sell is, I can't remember. We want the yarn, the cloth, you know, just expensive stuff. Go like this, and then we can just curve you into here, and we're going to basically do the same routing thing that we did before, where we route to the next input, and we should be good to go. So I just realized this video is kind of turning into more of a concept. I've been playing for a couple hours and moving things around constantly. I even edited the first part, like the first 14 minutes of the video, because I wasn't saying nothing for the longest time, trying to figure out what I was doing here. So right here would be the corner where we said it would go right here. It would go into here, make the compost for the animal farms. Then it would go up here. I made elevators, so it would actually get right here. Go right here, the compost, start filling up the nutrients for the livestock. Then it would go through these elevators, come on down, go into the next nutrient, so on and so forth, go around and do the same thing. Then it would go around behind the farms and go around into that loop. So the nutrients would be in a constant loop. If you run out or if you have extra, just keep on going through until there's a spot to fill. Then back here, I have these machines right here. It's for the livestock waste. The livestock waste would merge through these three picker machines, and then they would come down here. Go down here. I have the compost a little farther back now, and it would just be making compost from the livestock waste. I'm not going to be making compost from the plant waste just yet. I haven't gone into a storage machine because we're just testing it out today, and I'm curious. I would love to see your guys' thoughts on this concept. Again, that's why I'm using separate save slots, because we're trying out new things until there's updates and until there's like expansions, new products and stuff like that. I even moved the farms down a little bit, and for those that wanted to see how these farms are laid out, if you want to try out this like little farm plant layout for yourself, it goes to a picker machine, then it goes 1, 2, 3 of these plant machines like that, facing that way. Then they would start facing backwards, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and then they would just be meeting up like this again. And then here you can see the plant machine, the picker machines, each side covers half of it, so everything would be getting changed. So those are the plant machines, but we're not working on that today. We're gonna plant some corn in a few minutes to try this out. Now I moved these up because I was trying to figure out a good way to get my livestock, because we're starting with livestock here, to the production area. So what we got going on is we got an elevator system for each one. Like here would be for all the dairy products from the cows. It would go through this little conveyor system, go up the elevator, and then I have it so it's actually connecting over the farms, and then it'll come down here into the plant area. We're not working on chicken eggs today because that is part of the food mixes, but the same thing could be said for this. I just kind of just playing around with it. And over here we will be working on the sheep stuff. The sheep stuff I have almost all the way over. It'll be coming down here, go down there, and go into the plant area as well. Now in the future, if I continue with this layout, the compost would actually get put into here somehow, and I'd have to probably do more elevators. So this is a big elevator layout. I wish there was a way to mix elevator conveyor belts up top, like a mixer that went up there. I think that would be cool, because you'd be able to mix things, well, up in the elevator area, and or try to filter things up there. But we're gonna have to work some magic to get it to work, and I hope all this is making sense. I'm trying my best to explain what I'm doing, but first, we're almost in there. We're gonna get the dairy machine and looms set up just real quick here before we go ahead and get those elevator systems down for the dairy milk and everything else. So let's go ahead and go to processing, and we're gonna get a loom. Should we just do 2? No, we'll do 4, and then we'll do 4 dairy stations. Why not? Yeah, sure. I have no, oh, my inventory is full right now. We're just gonna dump all this stuff right here. This is all my raised conveyor belts and elevator system stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. I've been working a few hours on this, and like I said, I'm not the best at it, but I'm kind of liking it. I think it'll look better when it's actually finished. At least I hope so. We're gonna find out though. That's all selected. Cool. And I've also been trying to upgrade everything as I go along to level 5. But let's just go put the dairy station right here, shall we? Yeah. They'll curve into here, so we'll go like that. Dairy, and dairy. And then we'll just use those machines right there. And then for the looms, we'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the looms can make 2 things. We can either do sheep wool to make yarn, or we can turn yarn into cloth. So how do I want to do this? Because I kind of want to make both, but yarn or cloth makes the most money. So what I might do is we're going to make 2 for yarns, and then we're just going to make this. Yeah, why not? And then we're going to do it like this. So we can do that. So these will be making yarns, but what if this gets full? Then we'll filter it out, go in here, and then there's more sheep wool. Now, what if this gets full? It would go into here. Now, what if this gets full with yarn? It would go into here. That is the plan. Wait, we got to move this actually. We're going to move you up like that. And we're kind of going to offset it here. There we go. So I got this production area set up now. Now what would happen here is for the milk, the milk would come down here from the cows. It would go into here. Now I have it making butter first because butter sells for a lot more. So the first two machines would be on butter duty. Now if the milk does somehow get full, they would keep going through the failed outputs. And then over here we got the cheese for the final two dairy machines, and everything leads to the storage. For the looms, I have them offsetting. So for first, we'll be making yarn. Yarn will be going into here for the sheep wool. Once the sheep wool fills up, it will be going to this failed output to this next machine. Then if this somehow fills up, we'll just sell sheep wool by itself. I think we can actually do that. Then I have them offsetting just a little bit here. So this would go into this. So the yarn would go into here. And then the yarn would be making the cloth. And somehow if that gets filled up with yarn, yarn would start coming out to this output into here as well. And we would also be making cloth right here. As you see, yarn is coming through that input right there. Then cloth would be coming down through the, if this gets filled, yarn would get put in here as well. So just like redundancies, I don't know what the right word is, just fail safes. Yeah. Well, it is a failed output, so we just call it a fail safe. So we'll be getting all the extra product into the storage, and then all the cloth that does get made and produced properly will get put through here into the storage. So it looks a little confusing, but it's not that confusing, and it should work out hopefully well. The biggest tip I can give everybody is probably just make sure you're always upgrading as you go along, or make sure your conveyor belts are facing the right way. But once you get a line running, it's not too difficult because you can kind of see where everything's slowing down. So if you forget something, that's okay. Like I had to change a few things over here, but I'm going to go ahead and start getting the milk and the sheep wool in here. And I'm happy with the livestock, the way the livestock farm is looking. But like I said, I think this farm plant machine area, I think this whole thing is going to get reworked just to look a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure yet. This whole thing is just a big old concept right now. And I think I have everything where I want it. Like I said, this was just a concept, me trying out something different. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with it because it's not very efficient. But I just wanted to try something new. I didn't want to wait till a new update to do another video or a stream. So I figured let's try this out. Everything is... Whoop, I did not mean to do that. I need to get a curved conveyor belt. Sorry, I had immersive mode on. There we go, because I had this whole area messed up, and then there we go. And then that was, see, well, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta look and see where everything is messed up at. There we go. Now everything should be good. That's all good. Nope, it is not. There we go, and then everything should be good now. There we go. All right, so we got cheese making. We already had some cheese, so we're over 1,000. As you can see, we got some butter being made right now, so we'll be able to sell some butter. The sheep wool is not going as fast. We only got a couple of the cloths right now, but here is everything coming through from where they're supposed to be coming from. Sheep wool is from over here. Now, one thing I got to keep in mind is once you get to a certain speed with the when you're level, like you can do a level 5 speed, you don't need as many machines for certain things. So right here we got the sheep. As you can see, we got the livestock waste going on. It's not all that fast because I got to upgrade that. There we go. But all the livestock waste, I like how that's going. I like how this is going over here, and then it's going to go into here, and then just be making livestock waste and stuff like that. Look at all that compost. That's only a few minutes worth of me just turning this machine on too. So that part is working pretty fine. I'm probably going to keep the livestock the way it is. I'm going to rework this whole farm area though, and the machine aspect. Probably because it's, like I said, it's not very efficient right now. This is working beautiful too with the corn and stuff, but I'm not a big fan of how the plant machines are looking. It's just okay. And then I gotta figure out a way to do waste with it. This takes NutriBlend. What can this take? It can take that in NutriBlend. So I think we're gonna give all the plants NutriBlend in the future and then just have them go all to one plant machine. Ooh, yeah, this might actually work the way I'm thinking of it. So plant waste and corn will go all to these machines right here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. My brain is getting fried. It happens when I'm playing games like this, and then I'm trying. I tend to way overthink things and way overcomplicate things to the point where it's not very efficient. But that's all going perfect speed. Okay, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. I've been going through the Steam page as well, looking to see what other people are doing. I'm trying to just try different things. We're gonna save this under number 2. Yep, right there. Number 5 is where everything is pretty much blank. If we actually go back to the main menu real quick, I'll go back to number 1 and just show you guys what the farm was looking at. If we go to save slot number 1, and it's a mess, but I do like it, so we'll see. And here we are at my main one that I've been streaming on, and I don't know if I did an actual video on here yet, but like this farm, I'm pretty happy with. Some of the things are empty because I was letting it empty out when I went to go do my blank canvas save, which is save slot number 5. So I'm still gonna play around with layout, see how the future updates go. I'm really hoping we get a farm expansion soon. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to walk through some of it, but like I said, I've been playing for like 2.5 hours or so, and my brain's a little fried. But that's it for today. Until next time, remember to change that world one smile at a time. You never know whose life you can save or change. As always, can't wait to see you in the next live stream and/or video. Love you guys.
I try to help you, but you keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate. We're not aligned. You say you listen, but guessing that's just another sign of growing up. You're growing old. You laugh, keep past.